Alright, welcome back to the Tech Lead Show. It's been a while since I posted on here. It's not that I've abandoned you guys, rather I had just been so busy with Web3 cryptocurrency, decentralized finance, and getting all into this crypto space, which is what we're going to talk about today concerning Facebook and their recent change to their name Meta. Now, I thought I would give you my fundamental analysis on Facebook, which is my ex-employer, as a company, and why I recently sold all of my Facebook stock. Up until now, I had been holding on to a few random Facebook shares that I had picked up along the way, and after they changed their name to Meta, I decided that this was the point I needed to just sell. And I wanted to give you my reasons why. Now, the first giveaway here is that when you step back and consider Facebook no longer has a product. Meta is entirely vaporware. It's this promise of a virtual reality metaverse that they're going to build. But you cannot value a $900 billion company only on vaporware, not to mention this is virtual reality that they're trying to build, and VR has had a multiple string of failures in which many companies tried to pursue it. We had Google Glasses, which they abandoned. Facebook had to cancel a whole bunch of different lines of their Oculus VR sets, and Oculus itself has continued to struggle in the marketplace with the resolution on the VR goggles and the dizzy effects that it causes a lot of the consumers to be massive problems because the technology simply isn't there yet. The resolution is not good enough. You know, they're talking about how you're going to have this perfect, beautiful office setup in VR with multiple huge monitors, and you can go from monitor to monitor. The resolution simply isn't there. You won't be able to get much work done on there. Everything's going to be blurry. So when I saw that promotional hype video about the metaverse and virtual reality and everybody living in a virtual world, I knew that Mark Zuckerberg and his team were simply selling investors a dream to try to maintain the price of Facebook stock. And I didn't want to be a part of that. So I sold out. Now, a second point I want to raise here is that Web3, decentralized blockchain technology, will entirely disrupt Facebook. Facebook is so ill-positioned for this. Why? Because Web3 is all about anonymity. It's about a trustless system, and yet Facebook still requires your real name, your real profile photo, your phone number, sometimes even your credit card details, simply to verify your one single account per person. And this is a remnant of that bygone Web 2.0 era, whereas Web 3.0 is all about decentralized anonymity. And therefore, you see a lot of the blockchain cryptocurrency projects out there, they're not on Facebook. They're on these anonymous social media networks like Telegram, Discord, maybe Reddit, and Twitter. And they don't use like Instagram or Facebook or anything that requires your real name. And I think what we're going to see is that this whole upcoming wave of Web3 blockchain cryptocurrency projects, including projects like Dogecoin, Shiba Token, Million Token, check it out at milliontoken.org, the hottest social media driven cryptocurrency project, as well as all of the other blockchain projects like Uniswap, PancakeSwap, QuickSwap, and all of the other projects, they're all going to be on like Telegram, Discord, and it's going to bring all of the users to these other new social media projects as well, leaving Facebook for these new networks. This is how Facebook will die. And so Web3 is fundamentally incompatible with Facebook's philosophy on everybody having just their real photo and name on there. Do you think that the project Shiba Token, which has an anonymous founder, for example, is going to get onto Facebook and register their real name just so that they can have an official Shiba Token Facebook page or an Instagram page? Probably not. And this insistence on having real names for Facebook probably also fundamentally ruined their video strategy as well, as Facebook had tried to compete with YouTube, for example. You know, I always believe that video watching behavior is fundamentally a non-social thing, right? Like, you don't necessarily want your video viewing activities to be shared with all of your friends. You just sometimes want to read a book or watch a video all on your own. And so can you imagine if YouTube were to require your real name, your real photo, and every comment you left, everybody could see that this person, you had watched this silly, funny video and you wrote this comment? It wouldn't work. It's simply not social in that way. And so maybe that's one reason that Facebook pushed a lot of their video projects over to Instagram, where people can be a little bit more anonymous and you've got like Instagram video. But even still, Facebook had already been a dying product long before losing a lot of the teenage audience over to new networks like Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. So teens are no longer using Facebook, which may be a terrible long-term outlook for Facebook as a company, and maybe another reason why Facebook decided to rebrand to Meta. And I believe there's some statistic that even Instagram was bigger than Facebook, and the company may be more aptly named Instagram. And, Facebook competes also with Apple as well, right? Like they've got their whole Messenger suite, Messenger, WhatsApp, and this competes with Apple natively, Apple's messaging product. And Apple really is the one in control here. They control the platform, the hardware. And with iOS 15, they had essentially blocked a lot of the advertising tracking that Facebook was able to do, further damaging Facebook's advertising revenue business, which is really core to the company. Facebook had this philosophy that they would not charge for products, that they would build their business off of advertising free products. And so Apple's move to limit advertising may be a critical weakness for Facebook as a company. So you may be thinking, hey, at least they've got Instagram, right? Facebook was this text-based Web 1.0 platform. Instagram is more photo-centric. Well, even Instagram has been falling behind the times because their video offerings cannot really compete on a video-native platform like, say, TikTok or YouTube. And even still, Instagram kind of disrupted itself when they mimicked Snapchat's features with the stories. Stories have been a massive hit simply because stories are a fundamentally better way to share than posts, right? Posts last forever, and nobody really wants to share a post and just have it linger around for years in which people can go back and see what posts you put. So a lot of people prefer to post stories these days. So I don't know if you've noticed, but to me, it seems that Facebook posts, Instagram posts have all been declining and people are just posting stories these days. And so even Instagram's core feature of posting photos seems to have been disrupted by stories. So what do we have here? Facebook was disrupted by this bloatedness in which teens didn't want to use it. They required real names, which was incompatible with Web3, and they were stuck in a text photo platform in the age where everybody was moving over to video. And so then Instagram became their core business, which was disrupted itself yet again by copying Snapchat's stories features. Messenger, WhatsApp has been disrupted by Apple's messaging platform. Apple controls the platform. And so now they're betting their company on really the last product area that they have here, Oculus and the VR lineup, in which the technology simply isn't there yet, and Facebook's insistence on using your real identity may be fundamentally incompatible with Web3, blockchain, trustless, decentralized, anonymous ideas. Because just think about it, metaverse is really all about assuming a new identity where nobody knows who you are in the metaverse. You could be anybody in the metaverse. How does Facebook's policy of using your real identity line up in the metaverse? It simply doesn't. And so then at the same time, we've got other faster moving companies like, say, Discord, for example. They recently partnered with MetaMask, I believe just today. And I think it's a feature where you'll be able to log into Discord using your MetaMask account. And you could just have these anonymous accounts on there, which entirely supports the ethos of these anonymous, decentralized, trustless Web3 cryptocurrency projects that are really going to bring in all of the users and spur the next generation of technological innovation. Now, does this mean that you should sell all of your Facebook stock? This isn't financial advice, I don't know, but I sold all of mine. But does this mean that Facebook is now, or Meta is now a terrible company? No, it doesn't. In fact, their offices are fantastic. I spent time working there, and their offices are really nice inside. They've got 5 different flavors of coffee, free food when the cafes and offices are open, of course, and they shower their employees with benefits. So by the way, if you want to land a job there, you can check out my program, techinterviewpro.com, where I'll coach you on how to land a job at top-tier tech companies like Google, Facebook, Meta, and other Silicon Valley companies. Now, also, if you want to learn more about Web3, cryptocurrency, and decentralized finance, then check out Million Token, where it's really a great learning ground to get involved in smart contracts, Ethereum, Uniswap, and the whole blockchain ecosystem. And make sure to join our Discord as well. It's a fun, educational community with loads of hilarious fun and memes. So check it out at milliontoken.org. So that'll do for me, but let me know, what are your thoughts on Facebook as a company? Are you buying the stock? See you in the comments below. If you liked the video, please give a like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.